And the truth of the matter is the Detroit Pistons, that's what they do. They want us to care about them. And the sad part is we just don't.
Well, you should. Last night's game should be a reflection of the postseason, because at this point it is undeniable that the Pistons are the best team in the East.
But Jay, of course they are. They have the best record.
Well, not according to others. The ESPN panel and even FanDuel have the Cavs and the Knicks coming out of the East with better odds, and I find that crazy. Their main selling point is that the Pistons is a young team, which is true. Cade is 24, Osar is 23, and JD is 22. So I get that. But when you're a team that's on a huge losing streak, and to have a coach come in, make huge changes, and give the team a sense of direction, and to have them stick on that path, eventually they're going to find success. If you haven't noticed, last season they cleaned up their game, put their trust into JB, and what followed was a playoff appearance. And over the offseason, you don't think they was adding plays, tightening their defense, and having every player understand their role to the fullest. It's crazy what can happen when a team actually practices over the offseason instead of slacking off, but for some people it's just hard to grasp. And what followed after that is the number one seed in the East, 41-13. Two players getting picked for the All-Star game, Cade and JD. Not only number one in the East, but the best record in the NBA behind OKC. Teams in the playoff this season better be prepping for the Pistons, because I know the Knicks won our heads bad. 3 encounters this season and the Knicks lost all of them. Last night, Pistons won 126-111 without JD and Beef Stew. And the reason I slid that in there is because Knicks fans like to bring up who they were down in our last 2 encounters, and I find that hilarious. Last season, y'all bounced us out of the first round, and we took it on the chin because we knew this season we was coming for that ass. Pause. But let me continue. February 6th, we won 118-80. And I get it, y'all was down Cat and OG, and we didn't have JD. But it shouldn't be no reason why y'all out here losing by 38. January 15th, we won 121-90. Y'all was only down Josh Hart. We was down Uncle Toby and Jalen Duren. Y'all out here losing by 31 with the Pistons down 2 starters? Other excuses that I heard was,
y'all had home court advantage the 2 games we played y'all.
Okay, but tonight we was down both our centers and we was at the Garden. What other excuses are y'all gonna pull out of your asses? None, because you can't. And trust me, I get it. Everything goes up to 100 come playoff time. And tonight, Cade gave us some insight on how that's gonna look. Cade exploded for 42 points, 13 assists, and 18 rebounds, proving yet again that he is that guy. Now that I cooled off a bit, let's go over that game, because it was a roller coaster at first. Brunson setting the tone with a 3 off the rip, and what followed pissed me off. Instead of trying to get paint points, the Pistons went 0 of 5 from 3 in the first few minutes of the game trying to answer back. And I'm just like, why? We had 2 misses from Duncan, 1 from Tobias, 1 from B-Ball, and 1 from Cade until he finally got 1 to go. And that 1-3 is all Cade needed to get started, but more on him later. Tobias had a great game in my opinion, going 11, 10, and 5. And that and one he had against Josh Hart in some vet shit that Cade needs to pay more attention to. Come playoff time, he might have that in his bag. Who knows? Oh, and all of Madison Square Garden need to get off his dick, bro. Tobias clearly lost control on this drive, and almost everybody tried to call travel, saying it was a self-pass. No. Tobias is not Cat. We don't do self-passes in Detroit. But overall, everybody had a great game. We went on a 7-0 run and was up 10 before the half. To start the third, things was getting shaky. New York brought it back within 2, and I thought Cat was about to make it rain and get the lead, but nope, he didn't show up. What happened was that Duncan made 2 huge threes and Cade just took over. He had some huge threes, made some middies, and almost had a posterizer if Cat would have jumped for the block. But hey, we'll take it. Karis LeVert even have a little spurt for a moment, knocking down a 3, running pick and rolls, pulling up for a heat check 3 and a huge block. For a moment, I almost forgot he was ass, but I was proud. And then Jenkins, bro. I damn near jumped out of my seat when he went up for that lob and threw it down. Like, this is the intensity that I thought the Knicks was going to bring, especially since we was at the Garden. You're home, but I guess not. Also, I like what Biggerstaff is doing. It looked like he's orchestrating his playoff rotations. Hence that Ron Holland didn't play that much, and Kevin Huerter didn't play at all. Just insert JD and Stu for B-Ball and Tolu. Speaking of Tolu, I feel like he's the only one that didn't have a good game. Like, bro's reaction time is trash, but I'm not going to get into that. All around, great game. If you found this video interesting or think I'm a delusional Pistons fan, hit that like button, and don't forget her best friend, the sub button. Damn, man, I missed this, bro. I can't believe when YouTube deleted my channel, I thought I was going to roll over and just take it, but nah, we back, baby. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Peace.